In the annals of history, the quest for justice has always been a central theme, a beacon guiding societies towards fairness and equality. However, the path to this ideal has often been fraught with contention, missteps, and moments of profound controversy. Today, we delve into the stories behind some of the most controversial historical sentences and pardons, exploring where justice may have succeeded, faltered, or found itself caught in the intricate web of human and political complexities. Our journey begins in the early 20th century with the case of Sacco and Vanzetti. Nicola Sacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti, two Italian immigrants and avowed anarchists, were accused of committing a double murder during a robbery in Massachusetts in 1920. Their trial was immediately controversial, with many arguing that their conviction was based more on their political beliefs and ethnicity than on concrete evidence. Despite widespread international protests and appeals for clemency, Sacco and Vanzetti were executed in 1927. Decades later, in 1907, Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis issued a proclamation stating that they had been unfairly tried and convicted. This case has remained a poignant reminder of how prejudice can infiltrate the legal process and the lasting impact of such miscarriages of justice. Fast forward to more recent times, we encounter the story of Reuben Hurricane Carter. Carter, a professional boxer, was wrongfully convicted of a triple homicide in 1966 in Paterson, New Jersey. He and his co-defendant John Ardis spent nearly 20 years in prison before their convictions were overturned in 1985 due to a myriad of issues, including racial bias and suppression of evidence. Carter's story, immortalized in the Bob Dylan song Hurricane and later in a Hollywood film, underscores the enduring fight against racial injustice within the legal system and the profound resilience required to combat wrongful convictions. Now let us venture into the realm of presidential pardons, a constitutional power often surrounded by debate. One of the most contentious pardons in U.S. history was that of Richard Nixon by his successor, Gerald Ford, in 1974. Following the Watergate scandal, Nixon faced potential criminal charges, but Ford's preemptive pardon granted him immunity. Ford's decision was made in the name of national healing. Yet it sparked a heated debate over accountability and the potential for abuse of power. Was justice served, or did it set a dangerous precedent for future leaders? In another intriguing case, consider the posthumous pardon of Alan Turing, the brilliant mathematician and codebreaker who played a pivotal role in cracking Nazi Germany's Enigma code during World War II. Despite his contributions, Turing was prosecuted in 1952 for homosexual acts, which were criminal offenses in the United Kingdom at the time. He tragically died 2 years later, in apparent suicide. In 2013, after a long campaign, Turing received a royal pardon, highlighting the evolving societal understanding of justice and the state's role in recognizing past wrongs. However, it also raises questions. Can a pardon truly rectify historical injustices? And what about countless others who were similarly persecuted but remain unacknowledged? Finally, we return to the complexities of sentencing with the case of Nelson Mandela. Imprisoned for 27 years for his role in fighting apartheid in South Africa, Mandela's eventual release in 1990 was not a pardon in the traditional sense, but a turning point in a nation striving for reconciliation. His imprisonment was a sentence that had, in many ways, cemented his status as a symbol of resistance and justice. Mandela's story is unique in that it transformed a political prisoner into a statesman, reshaping a nation's future and redefining the concept of justice served. As we reflect on these storied cases, it's clear that the pursuit of justice is not a linear path. It is shaped by societal values, political climates, and human fallibility. History provides us with lessons, reminding us of the potential for error and the need for vigilance, transparency, and empathy within the legal system. By examining these controversial sentences and pardons, we gain insight into the complex interplay of law, morality, and human rights. In conclusion, the examination of controversial historical sentences and pardons challenges us to question the meaning of justice and our role in its pursuit. While history cannot be rewritten, understanding and acknowledging past injustices may guide us toward a more equitable future. Let this journey encourage us to remain vigilant in our quest for a justice system that embodies fairness and humanity, learning from the past as we strive to serve justice better for all.